Alright, so another video. I'm sorry I haven't been lately online with you posting things related to RPGs in English because, um, as I posted in the first episode of the session I run in Dark Heresy setting, I'm sorry guys, but well, my friends don't really get English so fluently, so we can, come up with something for you. But the thing is, I think that I can post something on my channel to interest Polish audience in in a foreign game that hasn't been yet translated into Polish, and prove that you can actually play something and more of that, really enjoy that, have a fun game. And what is amazing for me, as I see you guys having a lot of sessions uploaded online, like Samwise, I love your session that you run. Um, I think I need to post some comments actually. I've been waiting along and listening to your podcast, and I really like that. Um, so yeah, I have some feedback. Anyway, so I thought, how about making my own podcast? Because there is no such thing in Poland. No Polish band of players actually have ever came up with an idea to record a podcast of a session played and upload it on YouTube or anything. So, goddamn, I'm a pioneer. Yeah, but anyway, this video is about dices and different systems. I saw you guys talk a lot about those kind of aspects of mechanics and you know. So I thought, yeah, what is my favorite kind of system? And that may appear a little bit confusing, or for some people maybe not, because I tend to repeat my viewers and all of you guys that Warhammer is an important part of my role-playing entertainment. It is because of the lore it has, because of the setting that is always something new and original. Like for instance in fantasy genre, when I compare like Dungeons and Dragons, the old Dungeons and Dragons, it's all very stereotypic. And what I like about Warhammer, that it takes the very same stereotypic idea of the world and remakes it in a very pleasant way. Adding this renaissance aspect, this feeling of actual historical era playing, its role, those cultural uh, resemblances, these kind of things. I love that about Warhammer. But not only that, I actually am a huge fan of D100. I know what many of you may say, that it's very complicated system, and it includes a lot of counting. But in my opinion, it's the easiest system there is. New World of Darkness, I just don't get it. I mean, yeah, I do get it, but you know, it takes me more to shuffle the dices into and out the dice pool actually, and it's harder to design encounters before rounds, and it's harder to make a tactical game if you want to make a tactical game, especially combat wise. And so I'm getting confused. I can't do that with with World of Darkness, especially the new one, when sometimes you have it takes you more time to decide how many dices you have to roll than to roll them. And in we use K100. You guys use D100. Doesn't matter, it's just a letter. So in D100, all I need is one dice roll, and that's it. All the modifiers are percentile modifiers that are something like very easy plus 30 and just easy plus 10, or penalty minus 30, which is very hard, and minus 10, what is hard. And you can fit everything between that. If you take a little bit of practice with this kind of system, you're able to moderate the gameplay really fast, and that's what I like about D100. Also, that in most games that use this kind of system, like Dark Heresy that I'm running right now, you have your character statistics placed really low, especially on the beginning. And even if you develop them, they're still like not even a half of the characteristic. So that system actually forces you to use everything around you very smart. Like the attack in Dark Heresy, the attacking surprise target adds you plus 10 bonus. Attack with like semi-auto burst gives you plus 10 bonus. Attack on close distance gives you from plus 10 to plus 30 bonus. And you know, you have a lot of these things that describe how easy it is for you to attack target. Now, I like that because that actually, you know, it reminds me more of professionalism you can expect from actual soldiers. Like even very well trained and professional soldiers right now they still use cover, they still use surprise, they still try to, you know, get on the better level so they have the upper ground. Why? Because that works. And when you hear your players actually dispute how do we plan this thing, how do we draw the enemy so that he follows our trap, and you know, how we can turn a simple crate here, a simple ladder there, a piece of wall there into a battlefield. I like that. Also, I very much like the concept of you know, of different target. Sorry, how do you call that? Target placement or area of effect. Sorry, I just can't come up with a good translation. What I mean is, when you play Warhammer and you roll a dice, roll K100, D100, goddamn, you switch the outcome back, and you have the result on a table. Which part of your enemy you actually shot? Is it his head? Is it his hand? Is it his torso or his legs? Now, this thing actually adds a lot more of fun. Actually, I love that, especially and whole new tactical level, like usage of covers. Really awesome idea. And even if you are behind a cover and you're shooting from behind the wall, right? In most of games, it's either you're hit or not, because you receive a bonus to your like armor class or something. So you just don't have your body hit, whatever. In Dark Heresy, um, you stay behind cover and you still can be hit, because the biggest chance to hit you is actually your torso. It's a lot of chance, right? um, each other part is like 10% or something. So when you are hiding behind a wall and you're actively aiming at someone, your head and your arms are exposed. So even if someone shoots at you and you are behind the cover, you can get hit. That really enforces you to use the element of surprise and makes each battle actually very unpredictable. Also, what I like um, is the fact that hits in covers have different meaning. Like each cover has its own armor class, so to speak. So even if you are behind a wooden crate, um, a bullet that goes through it can have enough force to still harm you. Again, a lot of fun in choosing the battlefield, in using whatever is around, forcing your enemy to hide behind like wooden crates or something. I love that. Also, it's very easy to design. Like in all other games I had, um, especially World of Darkness. Although I love World of Darkness, old World of Darkness, I mean, um, I had the problem with dice rolls and tests being definitive. Okay, or should I say definite? Whatever. Um, when you've rolled and the outcome was unsuccessful, that was it. Here, depending on the grade of success or the grade of the failure, you dictate not the final resolution of your actions, but what is going on next. Like how are the circumstances changed. So when you search the room and you fail absolutely with like 3 degrees of failure on your roll, that means that your character spent like whole hours searching, and plus some minutes for 10 minutes or something for each degree of failure. And you can repeat that roll. You can. Now it'll be easier, but the thing is, this kind of system, as I checked already, especially in Dark Heresy, have a lot of pressure put on the factor of time. Like you have to catch an important criminal or some cultist or heretic. He runs away. So will you spend 3 hours searching a room for important clues, or would you rather screw this clue and go after this guy? I very much like this idea.